Hi guys, my name is Dr. Rocker and today I'll show you how to draw every comic book pose from reference. It can be quite hard to figure out a complicated and dynamic character drawing from a finished picture, but I will show you how it's done, easier than you might think. And the best thing, you will not just be able to copy a drawing, you will also actually learn how to draw dynamic poses when using this method. So let's get right into this subject. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're into comic book drawings, and don't forget to turn on the post notification bell as well, so you won't miss out on any of my future videos and tutorials. A great way to improve your comic book skills. But now for real guys, let's rock our drawing tables! When you take a look at a drawing like this, it can be quite intimidating. It looks cool, but if you would want to redraw it, you might not know where to start. There are so many black areas, hatching lines and details, and all these make it very hard to capture the essentials. But those hold the key to a good drawing. In other words, you have to figure out exactly how the gesture drawing looks. A gesture drawing is the most important part of every comic book drawing. It is the foundation of our character. Everything else, the muscles, the costume, all the details, are built on this gesture drawing. So if that one is off, the whole drawing will never look right. Which, by the way, is the most important thing for you to practice. I would recommend to do gesture drawings every day. Might be your most important skill in your mental toolbox. And that's more of a simple one. But how do we figure out the gesture drawing in a more complicated drawing like this one? There are several ways to do this, but basically they all entail to this. We take the drawing we want to redraw or learn from. Then we take a piece of transparent paper and lay it on top of the drawing we want to be able to copy or learn from. Now we try to find out the gesture drawing by tracing the essential lines. This is very easy and very often quite revealing. You wouldn't believe how twisted some characters need to be, and especially perspective and foreshortening will surprise you in many drawings. And here you can see we easily captured the structure of this drawing in seconds. It might be best to use a red or a blue pencil to do this, because these stand in great contrast to the mostly black or grey drawings you would want to investigate. And just alone from this quick gesture tracing, you will learn a lot about the artist you want to study or the drawing. What's always a nice experience? Take a look at the drawing you want to replicate and draw the gesture drawing on a piece of paper. Then do the gesture tracing thing I just showed you and compare it to your drawing. You will be surprised quite sometimes on how different those gestures will look. Trust me, I've been there. When you got the right gesture, draw it again, on your own. You want to learn how it's done and get a feeling for the drawing you want to do. It's easy to redraw a gesture drawing, cause it's basically just a stick man. And from here on, you just build your character on the right foundation and your drawing will look phenomenal. If you do not have transparent paper, you can use normal copy paper, hold it against the window and trace it there, or you can use a light box. These work even better. And if you should possess a tablet, just use an app like Procreate. Just use an extra layer to draw over the picture you want to copy. Then blend out the original layer and you got your gesture drawing. You could even use your tablet or cell phone and trace the gesture drawing on a regular piece of paper when placing it careful on the display. The right size makes it easier, of course, but is not at all necessary. To capture the essence of a drawing, a cell phone is enough. Okay, let's try some gestures, especially some hard ones, and for the purpose of showing you this properly, I will use the iPad because that's the easiest way to show you. So, let's go! And we start off with a really cool Batman drawing done by Jim Lee, the one and only. Jim Lee's anatomy and foreshortening can be extra tricky. So if you want to get really deep into anatomy and all these really hard kinda character drawings, then stick to Jim Lee, you will learn a lot. And then we visit the next beautiful mind when it comes to comic book drawings, David Finch, my biggest role model in comic book drawings. Pay attention how strong the perspective is in this drawing. We are looking down at the Batman, so the head and the left shoulder are way bigger than the feet, for example. And I have some history with this Wolverine, also from David Finch right here. I redrew it back in the day for a fun video and I mixed it up with Gorks doodles in the background. And that was quite a while ago, but I can still remember as it would have been yesterday. It looks so easy at the first glance, but man did I have struggles with the foreshortening of the left shoulder and the left chest. Unfortunately, I do not know the artist of this drawing, but I think it's really cool and dynamic, so I wanted to use it for this video. Check out how big the right arm of the Hulk is compared to the rest of the body. And the right calf is not to be seen at all. But it's not just drawings you can try and figure out how the gesture is working. You can also use a statue like I'm doing right here. I found this on the internet, but you can also just take a photo from the right angle you want to draw one of your toys maybe. They are usually greatly done and make for an awesome template. And just to prove my point, I will use this method now to draw something decent. I will use the gesture I just took from this really cool Batman statue. But I will not draw the Batman, I will draw Omni-Man, because I just feel like it. And I think this is a really cool pose for Omni-Man as well. And that's another beauty about all of this. You can draw every character you want in any gesture. It should be a fitting one, but you can go nuts. So, watch me do so, right now. And here I have my gesture drawing, which is actually all I want from this figurine. And now I will go in and draw everything in my style with all my muscles and all those details. But I will still stay true to the gesture drawing and you will be able to see where it came from when I'm done. So let's draw!
Yeah. I spit raps like a heart attack, fast fatal heart impact, past painful scars, in fact I blast tasteful bars and packs. I back up my actions, fact don't ask, grab reactions, jacked attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise, now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce, I ain't lost, I'm finally loose, pick a new silver excuse, I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now, you're dead to me so peace out, remember you're discreet out, get ready for defeat now, I'm gonna make you bleed out. Listen on repeat now and weed out all the weak now. Get up and make a change, don't remember yesterday. If you got something to say, speak your mind before your grave, cause your life is yours to save. Ain't nobody gonna change, everybody stays the same. So be different, make a name, huh? Soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer, I march until it's over. And just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer, I march until it's over. And just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer, I march until it's over. And just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer, I march until it's over. It's ridiculous, I'm spitting this meticulous and limitless, while others out there spitting shit got hits up on the charts and shit. I see why other artists quit, cause people don't reward good shit. They love to hate but hate to live. Society, you swing and miss. And honestly, I get it, promise me you won't regret it. Wasting energy, forget it, don't look back, go on and get it. Bite the bullet just a bit, bite your tongue and don't say shit. Make your actions hard to miss, be a legend, not a myth. Yeah. It's obnoxious that I'm conscious, rapping honest as promise, try to harness.
And I'm done, guys. That's a pretty cool Omni-Man, and he was fighting somebody, but Omni-Man won, obviously. And you can see right there, you might recognize this one, so maybe you can tell me in the comments, who did he fight with? And here you can see again, although this one is a totally different character, it's the same pose achieved through this method. And now you saw how it's done, and it's not even cheating, but a great learning experience. And if you do things like this for a while, you are getting a better feel of all the poses there are out there, and then you will be able to produce these without even looking at reference. And even if you don't plan to do a finished drawing like I did right here, I still would recommend to try this out just for practice. Especially to practice gesture drawings, cause those are the most important things you need to do when you want to improve your comic book art skills. Okay people, but I guess this wraps it up for today's video. Thank you for staying till the end, which means you will have learned a lot, and that's nice.
Nice.
If you should be new to the channel, please consider subscribing and turn on the post notification bell, so you won't miss out on any of my future videos and tutorials. But now it's time to go. Thank you again for watching, my friends, and if you haven't already, click this video. This is a really cool one where I show you the single most important thing about comic book drawings, which are the gesture drawings. So check it out, I will give you a ton of tips there as well. See you on my next tutorial or video, next Sunday at least. Have fun watching this one, and even if you did already, just watch it again, it will help. Trust me.